next? Where y'all want to head?
Well, have we given them the amulet for their time?
Have you what?
We've given them. We've let them see the amulet, right? They have it right now.
No, y'all have not. Right now, y'all are still at the Coliseum. So y'all just settled up the bets. Now the decision is: do y'all want to honor the deal, go back to Pot Mark Code? Do y'all want to go see Sagi Rim? Do y'all just want to hold on to it yourselves? Y'all can do what y'all wish. I was kind of recapping what the deal was, where we were at. So it's now kind of nighttime. The games are done. You've got your prize, and it's kind of up to y'all what y'all want to do with it. Do y'all want to take it back to Potman Park? Do y'all want to hold on to it? You want to go see somebody else? It's kind of up to y'all where y'all head from this point. I was just sort of recapping what the deal was that led to this point.
Bro, we got to take it back to him. We told him we were going, right? We're going to go take it back to him.
I mean, we fought under their banner, and they know we won, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
the games are a pretty popular event, I would assume.
Yeah, so basically what you've learned so far is the games typically are held every weekend. A different merchant prince holds games each weekend. This particular weekend, it was, I believe it was Quayothi who was holding the games. That's who held this. So, yeah, it's a big central deal for Port Nyanzaro. The people love coming to the games. It's a big event. So y'all did kind of win sort of a bit of a reputation this weekend. Y'all's group are now a little bit more recognized as the champions. I believe somebody requested their names be carved on the post. Those names would be listed as the champions of Quayothi's games for this date on the outside of the Coliseum.
Somebody surely did that.
So yes, if you want to head back to see Patmak Po, it is getting kind of dark. It's getting towards nighttime, and he resides over in Old City, outside the city walls.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a meal before, take a little resty food.
Well, but whatever y'all do,
1047
would just simply ask the group: are my services required from this point on for the rest of the evening?
Bro, I need a ride, man.
Do you have somewhere to go?
I have some. I would say I have some work and tinkering to do.
Well, before we
right.
For the night, I would like to share something with the group, but perhaps some privacy first, please.
I would remind you that the Thundering Lizard is right around the corner from where you're currently at. It's number 18 on the map. You're at number 20, the Coliseum right there. So if y'all do want to stop, get a meal, maybe do something before you go meet up Patmak Po, Thundering Lizard is right around the corner for you.
We have rooms at the Thundering Lizard, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you need to rest and you are thinking about tinkering, maybe we'll get a short break.
No, I don't need to. I mean, I don't need to rest. I just was going to go back to the area and just kind of tinker and stuff.
Yeah, I was talking about the out of towner.
All right, let's go eat.
So I headed to the Thundering Lizard.
Just a little short rest.
All right, so as y'all make your way back around to, first of all, let me ask you this: who's holding on to the piece?
I have the piece.
Okay. Who's holding on to the
Bro,
the amulet? I should say.
I got
the piece of the amulet.
Yeah.
All right, so you're holding on to. All right, so y'all head back to the Thundering Lizard. As I said, the sun's kind of setting tonight. It's getting nighttime, and the Thundering Lizard is the usual patrons are beginning to kind of fill the ranks. People are getting, done celebrating the games, coming in, getting their nighttime drinks, especially for kind of more of a weekend time period. It's the weekend here in Port Nyanzaru, and so as y'all come in, there is a bit of a recognition in the tavern of who y'all were that y'all won. And so you see people kind of light up and cheering and kind of toasting to you guys and congratulating y'all as y'all come in. But the party's kind of just beginning as the bar begins to fill there in the Thundering Lizard.
Let me see how much money we won here. Did we win 60 gold pieces? Collectively, not individually.
So, can we find like a private booth in the back, like a room?
Yes, there are several places where you can see. There's corner pockets, with tables that are a little bit more not in the main center of the room, but are kind of off to the edges, kind of with little pockets there where you could sit. In fact, that's where you met Sir Clevin, and was in one of those kind of pockets. He has a table in a back corner, kind of secluded it, and there's others like that among the building as well. And you do see one opposite of where you met Sir Clevin, another table kind of over there that's open to be taken to be seated at.
Yeah, well, what I have written, I noticed I need to do better, but 60 gold pieces, insect repellent, bottles of wine,
Yep.
and an orange gem.
So yeah, that was the orange gem. Sorry, was part of this amulet, this token that y'all been getting pieces of. So it's the body of a snake.
Okay.
That's wrapped around an orange amulet, or like a large orange stone, precious stone. So it's kind of wrapped around it, but it's broken off on both ends. So one you believe would match behind the head, and then the other end is broken as well, indicating there might be more pieces.
Who took the bottles of wine? I did.
I did not.
I took the bottle of wine, and
There you go.
and now I'm gonna open one and ask for some glasses from the bar.
As I mentioned, the patrons sort of recognize you just coming. Many of them coming from the Coliseum themselves, watching y'all just win. They all begin to toast. The bartender, obviously hearing the news, is happy to serve as well, as it's kind of created a pleasant atmosphere in the tavern. Everybody's kind of celebrating and enjoying. The bartender's happy to grab some glasses and bring them over to you guys to use as you pour your prize wine there.
And what we won was like a serpent body, is what it was.
Yeah, so it's imagine the body of a snake curled up. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a rattlesnake ready to strike, but missing the head and tail. And in the middle of that curled body is like an orange precious stone.
We already gave the head to Clevin, right?
Yep, and he turned it over to Sagi Rin.
Okay. And that's the Harper lady?
So if I were to pour wine in this little cooled up deal, I could pour it in somebody's mouth?
It would not be able to hold anyone. There's definitely a hole through the center of it. There just happens to be an orange precious stone there, but there would be plenty of space for liquid to roll through.
Never mind.
So
I tell you what, are you holding it or looking at it?
Oh, if people are saying we won the games, I'm showing it to people. Yeah.
All right, when you take it out and you're kind of holding it up and you kind of, holding up, everybody kind of cheers. The whole, bar kind of gives a hooray and kind of applauds and goes ballistic there in celebration. As you pull it back down from hoisting it up to show everybody, and you kind of take a look at the curled body and the orange stone, I want you to roll a perception check.
Okay. It's like the Stanley Cup, man. I was going to drink it. I was going to serve drinks out of it. Perception check?
Yeah, perception. And roll a charisma check as well. Straight charisma.
I like it.
Oh, it's a 0, so 5.
Gotcha. So as you kind of begin to look at this, so you're kind of looking at the stone in the middle of it, the curled body around it. When your eyes begin to catch the gem and the light kind of hits it, as you're kind of admiring the clearly this is very valuable, very precious. It's very rare. It seems it's not something really that you've seen necessarily before, but as your eyes begin to get almost lost in its reflection of the light, and you get a sort of uneasy feeling. not frightened, not scared, anything like that. You just you as you look at it, you get a sense of something's not right here. It makes you feel a little weird holding it, kind of like, when you see the creepy doll in the corner and you go, all right, it's just a doll, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe you get.
If I start getting that vibe and it's harsh my mellow a little bit, I'm going to walk over to 1047 and be like, hey, man, you got a special place to put this?
Just with all of my other tools and stuff. Unfortunately, my particular model does not come with hidden compartments.
Well, I don't know how this works, but I want you to protect this at all costs, and I'm going to hand it to him.
Okay.
We need some sad titles for him.
I'll take it and put it with my other gear.
I just don't want to. I got a bad feeling about it. I don't think I want to hold on to it anymore.
Understand? I understood. I'm here to serve and protect.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
So as y'all have all sat down at y'all's table, as I said, the bar's in full celebration mode, toasting to the valuable prize they've seen with their own eyes, the trophy held high. But as you can tell, it's more of just an excuse everybody has to drink more themselves, and everybody kind of returns to their own tables and their own groups as they continue to drink and celebrate the weekend. And you notice as much is going on in the tavern, it is clear y'all are kind of alone in the corner of nobody's necessarily really focused on what y'all are doing over there. Everybody's turned to their own tables and drinking.
Before or during the course of the meal, I guess, or whatever, I just, Dieter will raise his glass and say, gentlemen, I would like to share something with the group. First, I must apologize. I need an actual introduction. My name is Captain Ludwig Dieter of Her Majesty Empress Queen's Imperial Army. And I have, as you know, I am the fighter with the sword and the axe and the bow. But I have other abilities that I would like to share with the group now, please. We all remember when Herr Theodore turned into the bear and everyone was scared and shot the bear, almost shot the bear. Just so next time we don't shoot me. So Herr Theodore and the robot cavalry use the magic with the spells, but I have also the magic. But my magic is not with the spells; it's more personal. And if you like, I would like to show you now.
Bro, you turn into bears?
Dieter doesn't say anything. He just kind of stands up and turns and faces the group.
He'll call him captain now. So
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I heard that right. Because I wrote it down. Anyway, he turns and he faces the group, and you see him kind of ready his feet, and he draws his sword off his back, and he kind of holds it in the ready, and he looks around to kind of make sure nobody's looking, but looks at y'all, takes a big breath, kind of closes his eyes, one more big breath, and he opens his eyes and he looks up at you and he just smiles. And
he looks the same?
Yeah, looks the same. And he says, gentlemen, this is my echo. And he points behind y'all. And if you turn around and look, which I assume you would turn around and look, you'll see in front of you, standing in the same stance that Dieter was just standing in, you'll see kind of like a faded out, see-through Obi-Wan Kenobi style version of Dieter standing there with his sword, just standing there smiling back at you.
Nice. He's got a duplicate now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you have a twin brother.
Says, this is not my twin. Is my echo.
1047 will walk over and try to poke the.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, he's solid.
Oh really? Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I forgot. I actually have a page saved somewhere of all the different questions and what happens with echoes. Like people have asked and answered of like, if I do this and this, does this happen?
Oh yeah, no, it's solid.
Okay, so cool. Then I would touch it and be like, impressive, Dieter.
And he'll just my echo. I'll just kind of nod at him, and he kind of winks and touches you back.
Oh, interesting.
Solid. That's neat.
And
I'm just going to turn and salute him since you said he's a captain.
Can I do beast form? I mean, beast form. Can you do that on people?
At the bar? Sure.
I mean, are people considered beasts? Are humans?
No, they're considered humanoids.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Then. No, I don't want to do that.
You want to turn into Dieter too?
Yeah, I was definitely going to.
So this is my echo. He will help me fight. He can do a few other interesting things.
That was be my question. Is like, so what's he gonna do?
He can hit. He can take his sword out and he can attack, and he can move really fast.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go shake his hand. Like, dude,
it's also possible for him to fly.
Can you talk?
He can't talk.
can he talk normal? Unlike
No,
you?
he can't talk.
Good. That's an improvement already.
Yeah, there you go. So just for, metagaming. Well, whatever. You can ask.
Yeah. Just explaining. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not
No,
metagaming.
I just want to see what he does as we go.
Yeah. And then, that's fine. And just as y'all was sitting there looking at him, he just disappears.
Oh, damn. I wanted to talk to him.
I was totally going to ask him if he wanted to race. He said he can move fast.
Dieter doesn't know any better, so Dieter will say yeah. But Brandon has done the math, and you're going to beat him. But
Yeah, no, that echo has been the source of a lot of Googling.
I can't wait to use it, man. He's going to be awesome.
I bet it has.
As y'all sit at the table, Dieter is showing y'all an echo of his own self. As y'all are still sitting, kind of enjoying some food. We'll say y'all ordered some food, enjoying the wine, celebrating the night. You do hear the sound of rain outside as it's begun to rain.
Yeah.
And Cram, I need you to roll a perception check.
All right. Let's see. 10 plus, let's see here, perception 13.
All right, good enough. As y'all are all sitting at the table, enjoying the time, as anybody does sitting at a table with lots of movement in a big open room at a bar, your eyes kind of just scan, every time something kind of out of the corner of your eye moves, you kind of turn your head here and there. And as 1047 kind of scans the room as well, the patron, he notices there is a man sitting across the tavern, again, with a very bright-eyed wonder kind of look on his face, kind of wide-brimmed hat, more fancy-looking clothes, but he's got a big book in front of him and is clearly he's drawing or writing something and constantly he looks up at you and kind of looks down and writes or sketches. You don't really know what he's doing, but he's clearly looking at you and then looking down at the book, writing. And this is the same person you saw on your first night in the Thundering Moon.
Okay.
Hey, we all see that? Or
1047 takes particular notice of just going, you get that feeling when somebody's staring at you, you're like, all right, who's looking at me?
yeah.
We could say his spidey sense sort of went off and he kind of looked around and realized it's the same guy kind of sketching at him or looking at him.
Okay. I mean, he didn't.
Yeah, no aggressive movement, no hostile.
Yeah,
you don't get any sort of.
I was going to say, if memory serves, that's what I'd asked last time. But I would guess that this time, since it's now been a second time in a row, I would notify the group and just simply say, gentlemen, no need to raise your alarms, but I have noticed a patron, and I would motion that direction that is taken an interest in either myself or someone else at this group, and this is the second night in a row that he has been at the table studying us.
1027, Cal. What's he look like? What's his description?
I would provide the description. There's a wide-brimmed hat, kind of. You said fancy clothes.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit. It's not the typical clothes that you see a Choltian wear. I would also mention this is a very white man, so it doesn't necessarily blend in with. Definitely doesn't look like he's from Cholt. Doesn't look like a native.
Gotcha.
Looks like he's somebody from the coast.
So I'm pretty sure that he would say something like, "It's that cracker sitting over there."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You were in Florida? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
the old man wearing shorts and flip flops in a.
with that,
Exactly right.
Not to cause attention, I'll talk to him. Since if he speaks common, I don't know what else I speak. Druid and undercommon. No, Dwarvish. I don't know what he is, but I want to try.
He looks like a human man.
I want to try common and say, "Good sir, we're in the corner. I'm the small guy. If you want to come talk to us, you're more than welcome."
You said that you did the
Yeah, I did
telepathically.
Silent speech.
Yeah. So he actually kind of looks up at you. Doesn't appear to be frightened or even surprised by this. He kind of makes eye contact with you. There's a smile across his face, and he gets up and walks his way to join y'all at the table. As he approaches, he does have a very large book in hand and a quill pen. As he walks up, he greets you and says, "I appreciate the invitation to let me join. I do apologize for staring such. I've never seen such a creation as this that I've laid my eyes on here today. I've traveled this world and recorded many creatures and monsters and beasts and people and tribes and cultures. I've just never seen such a creation as this. It's just I had to draw it. I had to learn more about this."
Bro, I've been like to the past and to the future and, around the world, and just, I'm just on this epic adventure right now. So, what have you drawn? What have you drawn?
At the mention of your travels, he lights up, and he's definitely just enthusiastically, very eccentric almost, but just like, "Oh, adventure! I would love to hear your tales. What creatures you've encountered and what things you've seen. I would love to know it all and write it all and sketch it and draw it."
This guy going to be our Witcher bard?
He's going to be an artifactor, I guess. Out of character. Yeah, he will not know. Ted will definitely say, "Bro, I've seen everything over the years. I don't look that old, but the time travel thing was a little bit eye opening. So dinosaurs and dragons and stuff like that.
He does look at you and says, "It must be such a fascinating life. It's very rare I see a ghost-wise halfling apart from his family kin or his tribe. They haven't traveled very far from their homeland, but yet here you are in Cholt. I would love to hear the story over a fine meal at some point. But right now, I do apologize, but I'm curious about." He turns to 1047. What are you? I've never seen you before.
Well, he would do what he always does. Is his greetings. I am 1047, four forged from Eberron. And I would go into my.
As you begin talking, he flips open his book and he is eagerly writing like every word you say. Like
You need to make a note
just
of this.
fascinated by it all.
And so he would begin to go through his entire thing that he has typed up of where he's from and what he's done and his makers and how he ended up in Faerun.
You need to put that on your character sheet and just every time somebody says something, click that button.
That needs to be an auto macro.
No, man, that's not a bad idea. If someone would show me how to do that, I actually would do that.
Copy and paste. I mean, you just
He is eagerly writing down every bit of it, just fascinated by what you are. And as you see him writing, as you're sitting there talking, you can see where he's writing next to you, and he has indeed sketched out a rudimentary sketch of like a portrait of you almost, as if he was recording it.
Oh wow!
Can you do it?
Just out of curiosity, just because I really want to do that now. How do you do that?
Okay, go to your main screen core, and you have attributes to the bottom right, and you can add whatever you want to it. I'm not sure if there's a character limit, but like I have lucky, brave, halfling nimbleness, and silent speech. Like I can just throw it up there.
Oh yeah, you can put it on your character sheet
Yeah,
as like just a saved thing.
it's features and traits at the bottom right of the core. You can add it to it. Copy and paste.
That would be great to have, just as like a trait or feature, just introduction. Calvary 1047's introduction. You just hit and it's a written out. This is what he says.
It's same time.
Go ahead. Y'all go ahead now. I'm gonna be working on that.
Yeah, as he's showing this, I'll just turn and look and be like, well, who exactly are you?
And he immediately, I am terribly, terribly sorry, good sir. I apologize. In my eagerness to learn, I've forgotten my manners and failed to introduce myself. My name is Volothrap. Many know me as Volo. I have simply a traveler across Faerun who has written some books. Perhaps you've maybe heard of them? Volo's Guide to Monsters? Anything? Nothing? No? Okay, well, I tried. I simply travel and record all the different creatures I've seen throughout Faerun, drawing sketches and learning about every fascinating creature on this world that we live.
Can you show me some?
Yeah, he goes, you can absolutely buy a copy of my book. I sell them for 50 gold piece per book.
I want to insight check this guy. I don't trust him.
Did you just say is 50 gold? Is that a lot of gold or is that not a lot of gold?
All right, roll an insight check.
Gold is gold, bro.
Insight is a 9.
I believe him.
A 10 for me, yeah.
10 for you? Yeah, you absolutely believe him. He doesn't seem to be lying. I mean, he definitely, as you see the book that he's writing in, it definitely looks like he is sketching out and
Do you mind if I look at
what he
the
knows
book?
about what he sees.
Do you mind if I
nothing
look?
about that.
Yeah, look at the book before I buy it. Nope. Hang on. Did y'all lose him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, J-Mick, yeah.
He's coming back.
There you go.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I cut it out for a second.
Yeah, Ted's gonna ask if he can look at the book before he buys it.
He says, you can flip through. He kind of has a backpack on his back, and he pulls out a hardcover book and kind of hands it to you right here.
Yep.
Those Guide to Monsters. And just kind of hands you one so you can flip through. But he's like, yeah, I mean, you can flip through it, but if you're gonna have it, it's 50 gold. I mean, I have to make a living as well to travel this world.
Oh,
I don't
totally.
give them out for free.
Totally, dude. I'm not gonna take it. I'll flip through it, make sure he's got legit drawings in there.
Yeah, as you begin to flip through, you see he has categorized different monsters by categories. He's got some sketches and some information, some basic information about different creatures and things that he's encountered.
I just want to ask him, what brings you to this port?
He says, yes.
Of all run.
Yeah, he says, I've ventured through much of the Sword Coast and headed east on Faerun through that land, and but no place is as mysterious as the island of Cholt. And so I thought for my next book that I'm working on, this would be a great start to find some new creatures and some new cultures that I have not explored before to write my next big hit.
What's your next book? What's the name of this book?
Boodle's Guide to Monsters 2. That's it. It's a working title. I must write the book first.
Okay, well, no, the book I'm about to buy. I'm going to buy your book. What's the name of it?
Oh, that's Boodle's Guide to Monsters.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, you got it.
I'm going to buy it.
All right, 50 gold piece, and he hands you a copy of Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Nice. Volo's Guide to Monsters. Write that down.
And that's actually in the module that Volo is here.
That's awesome.
That was actually written that you can meet him in the tavern.
I actually have a copy of it.
Yeah.
I
grabbed it too. I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna have
here's the book.
to buy it on 29.
I wonder, Mr. Volo, have you ventured into the jungle?
He looks at, not yet. From what I've heard, it's a very dangerous place. I think I would need to hire some guides and possibly some guards as well before I dare to venture out into that garden or into that jungle.
Would you be interested in information if we find the monsters on our journey?
He looks at you with a curious grin across his face as well. I'm always interested in information.
50 gold.
Now we're talking.
He kind of gives a hearty chuckle at that and says, I'll tell you what. If you were planning on going into the jungle and you meet some strange creatures, you have information to share, I'll meet you here again in the Thundering Lizard. We'll share a meal. I'll feed you, give you wine and drink, and I'll pay you for the information you have.
Have you done any research on this island? We were sent here for a particular reason. We were sent here to investigate the mud purse, and I'll kind of wink at him. You know what I mean?
Purse.
I was told not to say the words.
Yeah, it sort of takes him a second and he gets the drift. And he's like, yes, it's very unusual times. Another reason why I'm a little hesitant to go into the jungle at this moment, but I don't know much about the island. I came simply to learn myself. I've only been here in the port for about a week, and I haven't ventured much outside this tavern or outside the port at all. But yes, there are a lot of strange things afoot, even rumors of things happening both within these city walls and outside these city walls.
Well, Mr. Volo, it was nice to meet you.
Thanks for the book. Can I get
He thanks you as well. He says, yes, thank you. And make sure to buy the second one when I finish writing it. And he kind of tips his hat to the group and says, I do thank you for inviting me over. And he tips his hat to Cal again, says, and thank you so much for the information. This was very curious, and this was very, very nice of you to share so much information with me.
He'll be in the new book.
as he tips his hat and makes his way back over to his table to his drinks.
All right. Well, that was interesting.
So you now have, anytime you want information on a creature you encounter, you can get some basic information from the book. Not specific such as stat blocks, but if there's any interesting features or characteristics about a creature you encounter, you can reference the book to learn a little bit, some insight on creatures.
Very nice.
Sweet. Glad we found that dude.
We actually.
I just figured it would be that would be the most fitting that he would be curious in what Cal is.
Oh yeah. We honestly don't know what Cal is, so we should have asked
Yeah,
him.
you're muted.
Yeah, Cram's muted.
Sorry, if you'd like, he'd be more than happy to tell you.
We didn't ask.
Oh yeah, we've been told multiple times.
I got it working now.
That's great. All right, so are y'all staying here tonight, or are y'all going out tonight, or what are y'all doing?
Sweet Jesus, Cram.
I know.
It's a long.
That's what you have to visualize in his Destiny Spark voice. That he just goes into his diatribe.
It's long. What is there to do? I forget. I know we probably could go race again or fight again, but
Well, it's getting late, right? I guess we should.
Yeah, it's nighttime at this point.
okay.
Should we go to the throat, or no, Old City when it's dark, or should we wait till the morning?
I think
We should go drop off the item and say he has till tomorrow to look it over.
All right.
Yeah.
I would.
Wow.
That
I
would.
guess we've effectively had a short rest. We can set off for we're still in town, right? So what could go wrong?
So, yeah, and remember I told you all on the map, if you're looking at the map, you do see a clear wall separating the Port Nyanzaru proper from three exterior portions. Old City's outside the city walls. Malar's Throat is outside the city walls, and
Anchorage.
Yeah, Anchorage is outside the city walls.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I told you about Old City because we were late in the night. Old City is very much, it functions similar to Port Nyanzaru. They have, they kind of jokingly and mockingly call their merchant princes who kind of run Old City. Think of it very much as like the slums. It's like the underbelly of the dark underbelly of a major city. You know what I'm saying? That's where the crime lords are. That's where the slum lords are. And the quote unquote merchant princes of Old City run that town.
I gotcha.
And I believe when y'all met the merchant prince, Wakangu, he even mentioned that things that happen outside the city walls don't really fall under the jurisdiction of the merchant princes. They don't really concern themselves of what happens outside the city walls.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Murder.
All right, so y'all are headed to Old City?
I'll offer to take it if anybody wants to stay.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'll
go.
I'm gonna, unless Roland will ask if my services are not currently needed, I'm going to tinker.
Roland is somewhere on.
Roland's a long ways off.
Did I say Roland?
Yep.
Habit. That's all. That's
yeah. I would say Baron too.
1047 is gonna choose to tinker unless he's told that his services are needed.
Can he post up and tinker somewhere?
Yes,
to
yes,
gather some intel.
Absolutely.
If something kicks off, he'll know it kicked off. Maybe on the docks or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
I probably won't make the barkeep staff very happy, but I'll be more than happy to pull out my tools and start tinkering over in that private booth area.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Like I said, it's nighttime. It's after dinner, but it's not so late in the night. You know, I mean, it's the tavern's just getting started. You know, so it's still early in the night enough that it's people are just now getting to the bar and drinking. You know, it's the start of the night here. But so 1047 stays in the corner, pulls out his tinkering tools, and begins to work as the rest of the group steps outside. And as you do step outside, it is a very heavy rain. Doesn't seem to bother the people here. This is actually normal weather. Very hot and humid. As you'll begin to make y'all's way towards Old City.
Before I leave, I'm going to take the item back from 1047.
Yeah, assumed. Yeah, that's right. As you begin making your way north from Thundering Lizard, kind of down the city street proper, where y'all come up to where Malar's Throat is, there is a gate there, you know, that kind of opens and closes through, that lets people in and out of the city proper to Malar's Throat. You do notice there are troughs around that thing that allows the water to flow. So there's almost a flow of water coming through Malar's Throat. It's almost like a rain catch. You know, all the water flows through Malar's Throat, and it actually runs through that gate, through town, clear over to the Harbor Ward. It's kind of almost like a river running through there when it's this heavy rain. As y'all cross through that,
So that goes under the town?
No, it runs straight through the town, right through the city.
So there's like a river in town?
It's an aqueduct.
On a heavy rain like this, all the rainfall that falls there, on the west side of the map, if you look at Malar's Throat, these are very high peaks on either side of Malar's Throat, so it's almost like a ravine. So when it rains, all that water floods down into Malar's Throat and then flows down through the city gate, straight down the street, down into the harbor, and empties into the harbor.
Poor planning, city planning, municipal planning.
Yeah. But it runs right through there. Not the easiest thing to cross. Definitely as you cross it, you notice slippery ground, all that, but you'll make your way up north towards Old City. Real quick before we get to that, Krim, what do you want to tinker on? What do you want to do over there?
Oh, he's making a shit ton of noise.
Are you trying to build something in particular, or?
Oh, I'm building all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Are these infusions, or are you trying to create something?
Oh no, I've got that. These aren't infusions. No, these are my level 3 stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, I just need
you
to
have all the supplies needed.
All I would need to be notified of is it has to be uninterrupted work time. So if I'm going to be interrupted, just let me know. Otherwise, he's just going to keep going unless you tell me I have to stop.
No, not uninterrupted, or not interrupted. But I was just curious if you were if we needed to make any kind of rules for what you were doing, or if it was a feature.
Oh no, yeah, they'll just be. I'll have my toys ready when everybody gets back.
Gotcha. All right, curious. All right, I figured I knew what you were doing. I just wanted to make sure you weren't creating some kind of contraption.
No rolls or anything like that. Just working. It just can't be interrupted.
Yeah, I think I know what you're doing. I just want to make sure.
I don't think anyone's going to talk to you either.
Yeah, nobody's bothering the big robot over in the corner. So you get curious glances, a lot of whispering out of the side of the mouth, but nobody's coming near. You got a clear 10-foot radius around you of nobody's going over there.
Gotcha.
All right, the rest of the group will make it to Old City as you exit through the city gate. The 3 kind of ruined ziggurats are up there in Old City, the kind of the main feature of Old City, as well as Executioner's Run that y'all learned about last time there in the middle. You make your way over between 2 of the ziggurats where you last met Pockmarked Poe. And again, even in the heavy rain, kind of the old shambled cabin, there's people posted up outside that you assume are Zentarum agents who approach and kind of ask what you're doing there this late hour of the night.
I'm just gonna say we're here for Pockmarked Poe.
One of them kind of nods to the other, and one goes inside and alerts him, and steps back out and says, "All right, he's ready and eager to see you." As he kind of escorts y'all into the building. As you walk in again, Pockmarked Poe seems a little bit feeble. Of it, he had scars kind of all over him. Was kind of a little bit decrepit. Taken care of and tended to by a consort of young women. He's up, eager to greet you with a smile on his face and congratulates you on the win in the Coliseum Games and asks if you have the token that he was interested in.
I'll tell him we do, and ask him to refresh my memory on how long he needed with it.
He sort of smiles and says, well, I mean, I would like as much time as I need, but I believe we agreed on an hour or two is what we agreed upon for me to study it before I turned it over.
Ted's going to touch, what the hell is your name? And cast guidance. Gustava. And cast guidance on him.
Okay.
If you need a couple hours, we can leave it with you till first light, and then we need it back.
He smiles and he says, I am very appreciative of that. It's more than we agreed upon, so I appreciate the generosity there. I will have it for you ready to go first thing in the morning. As I mentioned, I would recommend turning it over to Sagi Rin, or I can even deliver it if you wish for me to do. That was my intention in the first place. I have no intention of keeping this for myself. I simply wanted to have the opportunity to study it first before I turned it over to the Harpers.
I'll tell him that will be necessary. I got a bad feeling about this item earlier. However, the only thing I would ask is that whatever you learn, you let us know.
Says, kind of, you see the kind of a silent face as you can tell he's processing internally, thinking about it. He says, that's absolutely fair. I'd be more than happy to share any insights I gleaned from my study of this item. This is also, as we agreed down, or he motions to one of the young ladies who brings him a bag, like a little coin purse, and hands it to him, and he turns over and says, I did tell you I would pay you 60 gold piece if you brought it to me and fulfilled our agreement. And here is your payment, as he kind of tosses it up to you, and you get a coin purse of 60 gold piece.
I'll pass that off to Dieter.
He does, but he says it's curious. You said that you got a bad feeling about this. One of my agents who was learning about the prize for the Coliseum Games had mentioned to me that he had heard rumor that the reason this token was offered up as the grand prize is that Quayothi, the merchant prince, also felt uneasy when in the presence of this item. And that's actually why it was offered up as a prize for the games. It was a convenient way to get it out of the merchant's villa and house. She did not like it being in her villa as well.
Any color on that? Any details of beyond just uneasiness?
He says, no, that was all that our agent who was gathering intel could tell us, was rumors and hearsay from servant staff in the villa that Quayothi did not like this item in the house. Because I don't know if this is related to the death curse or not, but that is what we intend to find out. Is this item related? Does it have any sort of connection to the death curse, or does it not? Hopefully my studies tonight will bear good fruit and information for us to learn and glean from. If you don't mind, I'm eager to study this and see what I can learn about it. I have a long night ahead of me, so I will retire to my room to study it, and I'll share any details I learn in the morning.
Fair enough.
says, one last thing before you go. As you know, Zentarum have agents spread out throughout all of Port Nyanzaru and different locations. I've heard two other rumors that have reached my ears that I'm a little curious about. Possible leads for some strange going-ons, both in and outside the city, that maybe you want to check up on. There's a druid from the Emerald Enclave named Screaming Wind. He resides over in Malar's Throat. There's been a lot of disappearances happening over in Malar's Throat. On the jungle end, where Malar's Throat sort of connects with the jungle, it's always been a dangerous place being outside of the city walls, but Malar's Throat's always been able to defend itself pretty well. But recently, in the last week, there's reports of the trees, the plants seeming to decay and die, or some sort of, don't know if it's a disease or part of this death curse. We're not really sure, but it's strange plant life or strange things is happening to the plant life. People are disappearing. Petrafolk have been coming in closer and closer. Typically, they keep a little bit of a wide berth, but they've been coming into the city, and Screaming Wind is heading up the Emerald Enclave's investigation in this, and they believe there's something possibly tainting the wildlife nearby. They don't believe it's necessarily a direct result of the death curse, but more a localized event. Something in that area is causing this to happen around that area, and Screaming Wind's leading up that investigation. If you're curious, I do wonder if it's another piece of this amulet, whatever this is that we're connecting pieces to. I'd be interested to know if another one of those pieces is causing that.
I guess we could run that down tomorrow. I mean, we probably need to get some rest, but
This is yes.
Is that
Tonight probably wouldn't be the best night in the heavy rain, but yes, that might be worth your time. There was one other interesting piece of information I learned. As we mentioned, there's lots of strange things happening now, but even with our very own Old City, there seems to be some strange things happening here within Old City itself. There's been some people going missing around here as well. Religious leaders are always kind of, or what we would call cult leaders, are always kind of coming up and getting a small group of followers, but they tend to die out. They're typically pretty harmless, don't really spread much, but there's rumors of undead around here. Some people have claimed they've seen zombies and former, let's say, ruffians who have passed due to poor circumstances. Some have said they've seen them living again after they've been declared dead. Might be worth checking out as well. I don't know how the death curse could be affecting the undead in this situation, but we've got agents looking at both as well, but it's always good to have capable adventurers such as yourself who might be a little bit better suited to handle some of the dangers that these leads could present.
I'm like, bro, we got like a robot. You can go check that out.
He does, and he goes, if you want to know more about those the disappearances happening here in Old City, there's he kind of thinks for a moment. He's like, oh, what's that dude's name? Alistair Bull. Yeah, that's what it is. He's the Order of the Gauntlet. Yeah, Alistair's the one. He's got a small group of the Order of the Gauntlet who's been investigating some of those things. He might be worth talking to. He's got a place not far from here, over in the large ziggurat to the left when you walk through the city gate. He's got a spot there that he usually stays at.
All right. Well, again, that's for tomorrow. But you said you need some time. We're certainly thank you for getting us in the games, but we got to go get some rest, and you got work to do.
It is indeed. Go enjoy your night. I'm sure you're tired after the games. Congratulations again. You've definitely outdone yourself. I'm very thankful for it, and I'll let you know what I find in the morning.
All right.
Yeah, we'll come back and see you in the morning. What time? What time's coffee? What time's breakfast?
So I don't intend to sleep tonight, as I'll be studying this. Whenever you stop by, I'll be here.
Okay.
Kind of tips his head and says goodnight to you all as he begins to move towards a back room to study the artifact.
Be most excellent, bro.
Well, if that's it, I'll go back to our room and get some rest.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all make y'all's way back to the Thundering Lizard. I'd say, it's a pretty long walk from Thundering Lizard to Old City and back. It took y'all several hours. It's getting close to midnight now as y'all finally make your way back to Thundering Lizard. Some of the more lively patrons of Thundering Lizard have cleared out and headed home. It's more of the rough crowd that still hangs around this late at night. As you walk back in, you do still see Cal over in the corner, just tinkering away.
I'll just walk by and be like, I'm going to bed. I don't know how much longer you need to do whatever this is, but you might get some rest.
Well, yeah, 1047 won't even look up. He'll continue work and say, have a good evening, my friend.
I'm going to bed.
All right, Gustavo heads upstairs. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'll fist bump him on the noggin, and then keep walking. Like I have to jump on the table, but.
So the rest of the group goes to bed.
Sure.
How long do you tinker for, Cram?
I'm
How long is it going to take you? Does it have a time limit or not?
No, I just need, how long are we, it's midnight, when are we getting up? I'm just going to tinker all night.
Okay. I didn't know if there was a certain time that it allotted or not.
No, I just, each thing I'm making is about an hour. So I probably would make 2 or 3 things and then just go into sentry mode after, because the other things happen automatically after my rest.
Gotcha. I'll say as you're there tinkering, as the night goes on, patrons grow low. Kind of like last time when you were there in the bar, as the night went on, patrons got fewer and fewer. Conversations caught your ear. I would say this night, as it gets late into the night, there's one patron in particular who gets a little loud. It's a small dwarf who's had maybe one too much to drink and gets in a little bit of a vocal, almost like a little bit of a screaming match with another patron of the bar there. You do catch a few pieces of that conversation that catch your ear.
Okay.
He seems to be going on and on about a location called Wormheart Mine. Seems to be important to him. You do hear mention of a name you've heard before, Tinder. the red dragon. This dwarf seems to have a desire to reclaim the mines, to reclaim Wormheart Mine.
All right.
You catch his name, Hugh Hackenstone.
Hugh Hackenstone.
I'll put that name down there.
Hackenstone.
He is, and you catch the fact that he's also a guide for hire. As Wakangu, when y'all met with him, he had mentioned if you plan on going out to the jungle, he would recommend hiring a guide. He's one he mentions he's a guide, and he's actually arguing with another dwarf who is an albino dwarf.
This Hugh Hackenstone, this is the dwarf's name, or he's mentioning someone else's name?
That's his name.
Okay. Gotcha.
So in the midst of this argument, he's having an argument with another dwarf who's an albino dwarf.
Gotcha.
And they use each other's names.
Gotcha. All right.
So you catch on to the fact that his name is Hugh Hackenstone. He has a desire to reclaim the Wormheart mines from Tinder,
Gotcha.
who is a red dragon.
Red dragon. Okay.
He's arguing with an albino dwarf named Musharib. I'll put that in there. Who is also a guide. And he is seeking to reclaim a mine named Harakhammer. I'll put that in there. So they're both dwarves, different races, obviously. One's albino, one's not, but they both seem to have a desire to reclaim these former dwarven mines. And they're getting in kind of a shouting match about which one's more important, which one they should do. But you do catch on to their names, the names of the mines, as well as the fact that they're both guides for hire.
Okay.
That being said, everybody can go ahead and take a long rest, and we'll call that tonight. That's the night for here. Y'all will wake up the next morning bright and early. The rain does seem to have lightened up in the morning. It's not a heavy rain. It's still a little bit of a light drizzle. But again, as y'all wake up, come downstairs, y'all do hear kind of the thundering roar of dinosaur racing outside that this morning you're now familiar with. That's what that sound is as you make your way downstairs.
All right.
I'll go look for some food and make sure that the cab is still there, and kind of knock him out of sentry mode.
Oh, he greets you when you come down and says, "Hello, my friend."
Right where you saw him last.
Right where you left me, and I would point to my left and the right, and then into front of me. On the table, you're going to see like a pile of tools. I've been making a bunch of stuff: jeweler's tools, smithing tools, all that kind of stuff. And then to my left, you're going to see a medium-sized mechanical panther.
That's what I figured it was going to be, something like that.
Yeah,
a medium-sized panther.
Yeah, I mean, he's not tiny. I mean, he's a full size. I guess whatever it is, it's a medium beast. But he's and he has wings because Cal he combined two things he likes: birds and panthers. And so it's going to be seated next to me, but it's made of the same metal. You can see the gears and all the kind of the things, the cords that make the tendons up. But it's sitting there, and it's just simply almost like a mechanical hum or purr as it sits there next to me. And then to my right, you will see what appears to be a little treasure box with spider legs that retract and expand. And it is my little homunculus servant.
There you go.
Ted's gonna look at Cav and say, "Tell me again where you're from."
As y'all come down and Cal greets you and y'all showing you what he's made, you do notice the bartender sort of walks over next to one and just goes, "Guys, we're more than happy to have y'all here, but can y'all help me out with this guy? Makes some of our patrons a little uneasy if they see this."
He makes everybody uneasy.
I'll send you. I meant to do it previously, but I'll send you the pictures and the tokens and the stat blocks for those.
All right, okay. I figured this would be the point when the homunculus came.
Yeah. So that's my steel defender and my homunculus.
I'm still right on top of you, dude.
Oh yeah, you can ride the Panther.
Yeah, again, I can ride the Panther. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I even fashioned a little saddle for you.
You got tired of me riding you.
It is metal though, so it's not super comfortable. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, aesthetics are priority.
But I will let the group know. I said these are friendly to you. They will be joining us on any of our future endeavors. Feel free to you can be comfortable around them. They will not attack you.
They got our profile pics.
Yes. Biometric, just to get the face scan.
I'm gonna say y'all get a good breakfast. What's that?
So what are we doing today?
Yes, I'd say y'all got a good breakfast here as y'all sit down and Cal's introduced y'all to his new creations.
I lean over to Cal. Listen, Zeroba, we are the humans, so for us to have the children, we have to have the sex. Did you have the sex here in the bar last night?
And with absolutely no type of couth or anything like that, realizing he's in a public place. Sex in his robotic goes, what is this sex you speak of?
Yes, there's the boys and the girls, and sometimes the boys and the boys, and sometimes two people, sometimes three people, but they share the body.
And I would assume that Dieter and this robot will continue to have this awkward conversation about sex in the middle of this public forum. No, there was plenty of poking and prodding, but it was only my tools.
Yes, that's how sex works.
With the few patrons that are there in the morning, you'll definitely have the attention of the full place. Nobody's speaking,
sorry,
but
but
everybody's just kind of.
For some reason, I see Dieter really doing this.
Yeah.
No, Dieter's got like his sword out and he's like making motions with it.
Yeah, everybody's looking upon this strange group of that is gathered here, kind of just like, what is washed ashore the island of Jolt here?
All right. Were we going back to get the snake?
Yes, the snake body.
Let's go get it.
Yeah, y'all decide what y'all want to do here. I'm gonna run and grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So.
Snake body.
We really are an eclectic group, aren't we?
It's amazing how
all
different.
I know is I have waited for like 5 sessions for this. We have got to get in a fight tonight.
I think that's coming, but we'll see.
I cannot wait to play with my Echo. Oh my gosh.
Well, we're already going to be in Old City, so that's going to be undead unless we want to go to
Anchorage. No, it's a dark.
Well, why not? I guess we can take the snake to the Harper lady and talk to her or him, whoever it was.
Yeah, let's figure out what.
Soggy Rin.
See if we get any more leads. I feel like we've got like 6 leads now, 7 leads now.
See, and that's what I'm trying to measure it because there is so much information, and I'm trying to not overwhelm it, but pace. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little bit here, but not so much it's overwhelming.
I just wrote 3 of them down, but
I would say Cal obviously would inform the group of what he overheard of the two guides, and just letting them know out of an abundance of caution that there are two competing guides potentially that we could utilize if we do forage out into the jungle.
And that's Alistair and Hugh, correct?
Yeah, I would give them the names and what they were arguing about and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now, Alistair was Order of the Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
That was who
The zombies, the lead
the
on the
Zentarum
zombies.
dude told you was if you wanted to find about the zombies, talk to them. Screaming Wind is Emerald Enclave. The two guides that he's talking about is Hugh Hackenstone and Musharib that I put in the chat box.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I didn't write that down.
I will say this at the morning meal as Cal is showing his new creations and also informed the group of the conversation you heard last night. The server who's kind of tending to y'all's plates and drinks and stuff this morning, not eavesdropping, but just they're filling up drinks, kind of hearing that about guides, says, just chimes in, says, hey, if y'all are interested in a guide, we have a post board over by the front door where guides post up their information. So if you're looking for a guide, that's a great place to see who all's available over there. And just kind of casually mentions that as she walks off.
Hey, lady.
Yeah.
Who do most people use?
She kind of pauses. I mean, honestly, all of those that are on our board are pretty good, pretty common ones that use, but most people deal with. All our guides, charge different fees, different rates, some daily rates, some charge for, 30 days. Some get a portion of any treasure found, so it's just whoever they strike the best deal with that's fitting.
So they're all legit.
So all the ones on the post board, yeah, they're legit guides.
Well,
Deal.
Let's go talk to these folks.
So there is a post board of guides that if y'all ever wanted to look at that.
Yep, for sure. Let's go go pick
Go
up
talk
our.
to who?
Marco.
Yeah, we're gonna pick our stuff up.
See what he learned.
All right. So y'all start off the day. Y'all head over to Old City to Pot Mark Poe.
If we're leaving, I would look at my mechanical companions, and the homunculus servant is going to begin to levitate off the ground, and it'll fly over us, reconning.
Jesus.
All right, how high up does it get?
Let's see here. I mean, he can go as high as he wants. I'll just send him up to, I don't know, above the building lines, the roof lines, so that he can see down any maybe alleys as we cross and stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. So as your servant there goes up, does get a good overview of the city. I mean, it can see all the tops of buildings. Kind of the layout of Port Nyanzaru. Makes out clearly the different sections of the town, the harbor ward, all those kinds of things. Can definitely watch out for you on the alleyways. As you've heard rumored here and other people have mentioned, and even as you've been here only a short day inside the city wall proper, there doesn't really seem to be much crime or any kind of corruption here on the interior walls. Seems to be a pretty safe and vibrant working economy here. Everything seems good. So no suspicious characters hiding in the shadows, anything like that you would notice in this city proper. I will say as the servant looks outside, and I know the map is inverted weirdly, but technically the island is south of y'all. So west of the map, on the left side of the map, is actually south. It's just oriented a little weird. But as the servant looks out over there, it is a just jungle landscape. I mean, tree canopies cover any kind of siding of ground. You know what I'm saying? Like it would only see the tops of trees, and there is a heavy fog that sits above there that really cuts down on visibility quite a bit. So beyond the city walls, once you start hitting the jungle area, there is not much visibility at all, which is common for this kind of climate. It's heavy rain quite a bit. Always seems to be clouds and fog above the island of Jolt.
Okay.
But y'all make y'all's way to Old City. A lot more activity in the city streets today as people are out selling their wares. The markets are in full swing. You make it to Old City, and it itself is its own kind of market. As y'all head through out the gate into Old City, people are crowding the streets. Definitely a lower class, as I mentioned, a more impoverished area, but even they have all their stands up on the city streets. The ziggurats are full of small little shops trying to sell whatever they can to make a coin, to make a living. But y'all make y'all's way to Pockmarked Poe, who's awaiting y'all and greets y'all in. Bids y'all come in and turns over the amulet to y'all, and does begin to share what he thinks he knows about this item. As he greets you, he says, "Thank you again for letting me examine this all night. I do believe I was perhaps limited in what I was able to learn about this because it's not the full piece. This is only a portion of this amulet. Because I do believe there was one thing of note that I learned about this item. Because I cannot say yes or no whether it's related to the death curse or not. I think we will need to have all the pieces united before we can make a full statement about whether it's related to death curse or not. But I do believe in its study that it is a creation of the Yuan-Ti. The snake-like body, serpentine body coiled around this gem, that of a snake, seems to indicate this would be something of their making. That's not really the main thing that draws my attention, but it's the gem itself. We have now heard reports of at least 2 people who have felt some sort of unease when staring at this gem. And in my study last night, I also, as light hits it and reflects in certain ways, it does give me a sense of unease as well. This seems to indicate, I believe it would be related to the Yuan-Ti, as they often use items of this nature to charm or entice people to do their bidding and to do their will. He said, so that's my best guess of what this item is related to. Came across an item in a book of mine as I was studying this, known as the Dreamer's Amulet. Because I can't say for certain that that's what this is, but it's as any other item I've been able to discover that's related to the Yuan-Ti. That's the best information I can give you of what I've learned. I believe if we can get all the pieces together, we might be able to get more insight into what this actually is.
You said it was an amulet of what?
The Dreamer's Amulet.
Dreamer's amulet.
None of this really means anything to me, but we'll tell him thank you for the information, and ask him if he has any hesitation with us handing this item over.
When you ask that question, he does pause just a kind of just a split second of hesitation. He says, I would reiterate, I believe it's important that all the pieces are joined together. If you do not have a full intent of handing it over, I would strongly advise that you give it to Sagi Rin, as the different factions are working together to restore this piece so we can further understand to see is this related to the death curse or not. I believe that is a priority for all of us in this moment, to find out as much information as we can to the source of the death curse and put it into it. So I would simply ask you, do you intend to hand it over to Sagi Ren?
I'll look back at the group and say, I don't see why we wouldn't. We don't have any use for it.
Totally, bro.
So as he sort of sees the reaction of the group, you feel he sort of relaxes and eases and says, then no, I have no problem with you handing it over. I simply wish to find the source of this and put an end to it to the death curse as well. And I believe this is could be an important step in that direction.
Good deal. Well, I will thank him for the information, and I will hand him a bottle of wine that we won in the games for his effort, and tell him to go get some sleep.
It greatly and says, this is some good stuff here. I do appreciate it.
If you get it, if you hear any more information, please let us know.
Can Ted talk to Cav for a second?
Yeah.
It's like he'll walk up to Cav and say, "Bro, hey."
Just private or
yeah. No, private would be better. It'd be funny.
Okay.
This is my first one of these.
I know, mine too. So you made 2 robots.
Yes, the Panther is a they're both constructs, but yes.
Everybody can hear this. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the Panther. Ted will be he'll be more like, hey, bro, I met some people and I got some names for you if you want to name them or let me name them.
I have no objection to that, sir. You seem like a honorable and intelligent man. Please, I would be honored if you would name the construct.
Okay, so the first one, the cat.
Yeah, the winged panther.
Yeah, we're gonna name him it's been a while since I've been to where he is, but let's just say the one that flies. Can we Joan of Arc that one?
I'm looking for it. I got pictures so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the there they are. One the panther is the big one, and then the little treasure chest with the legs is it's tiny.
Yeah. Can we call her Joan of Arc? And then the big one. Let's can we name him Genghis Khan?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
How did you find that quickly?
I just.
Oh, that was Roland. I'm sorry. That was Cram. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just made that up. I mean, that was all on.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Although, shouldn't we have called the little one Napoleon?
Yeah, that was a thought, but I wanted Joan of Arc in there for some reason.
So you named the big one Joan?
Yeah, Joan. No.
Genghis.
Oh, the
big
flying
one's-
one.
Yeah, the big one's Genghis Khan.
Oh, gotcha.
Why? Because he's Asian.
Similar. I mean, they have a background. Either way, we'll see how long that lasts.
All right, there we go.
Wow.
We're supposed to hand this over to Sagi Ren.
Yeah. So as y'all before y'all leave, Pop Mark Poe will simply he'll inform you. He says if you're delivering that to Sagi Ren, most often she can be found in Kaya's house. right around the corner from Thundering Lizard. Thundering Lizard's more the common inn where you can find some of the more rough characters. Kaya's house is the one where the more wealthy and proper go to stay. But it's across the street down the corner from Thundering Lizard. He says, hey, but again, I did mention last night a couple of leads that heard some rumors about. If you do intend on pursuing any of these leads, I would recommend maybe speaking with Screaming Wind over in Mallar's Throat. The threat there seems to be more pressing than that we have here in Old City. Old City is more rumors of things, but we've got a lot of drunks here. We've got a lot of people who indulge in different substances who might be hallucinating. We've got people looking into it. I know Alistair's investigating it, but might be worth it. But we don't have necessarily any super concrete evidence of anything here now. We'll look into it some more. I'll let you know if we find something there. But Mallar's Throat does have people disappearing, and that plant life dying in a specific area does seem to pique my curiosity. So if you're up for checking that out, that's what I would recommend you start at.
All right. We'll check that out this evening. Or do something else.
Sounds good to me, bro.
All right. We'll thank him and get out of his hair. Unless there's something else anybody else wants to talk to him about.
Nope.
All right. So y'all will leave his place. Again, Old City's in full swing. Where are y'all headed to next?
Well, I'll just look and be like, you want to drop this off, or you want to go to Mallar's Throat and find Screaming Wind?
Let's do that. I'll hold on to the. Is it just the orange amulet or whatever?
Yeah, snake body.
I'll hold on to that.
All right. So you've got that in your possession. As you make your way down through Port Nyanzaru to Mallar's Throat, again, it's been sort of a light rain, kind of humid. As you make your way, the rain sort of picks up, gets a little bit heavier again. The humidity seems to rise again as you make your way to Mallar's Throat. And I'll say when the rain gets heavy like this, as I mentioned, the water begins to sort of flow right through Mallar's Throat. There seems to be almost a flow of water flowing from there where all the water runs down into Mallar's Throat and begins to flow through the city. Not the easiest way to traverse that as you go through the city gates. I mean, you can work around it. It's not like a full-on river. It's just a running of water into the harbor. But as you go out of the gates through and enter into Mallar's Throat, I'm going to pull y'all over to this. And I did not put y'all's tokens on here. Give me a second. Oh, shit. I didn't save y'all's token, the new tokens y'all updated.
I can update it again.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Son of a beach.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't save them.
I can do that real quick.
All right, yeah, I'll save them this time. Sorry about that. Oh, or they should still be on the old map, huh? Updated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just click over and save them real quick. Yeah.
We gotta delete these though.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna pee while you do that real quick.
Yeah, where the hell did Dieter go?
I deleted mine, so that was my fault.
No, I'm saying on the other page. Did I ever pull you out, Brandon?
Yeah, I was over there. I'm
Oh,
on the
there you
new
are.
page.
Yeah, I just couldn't find you on the other one because you already updated the old one, right?
Yeah. This one.
I hadn't, but I'm gonna update this one.
Okay.
Well, I updated the character sheet, so I don't
There
know.
you go. I'll usually count down from hit points anyway. Chris is just tired from driving his new Bronco.
Yeah.
Dude, my buddy got his too. They look pretty fun. You got a 2-door or 4-door?
I got a 2-door.
Oh, I want to see yours.
But you actually got one?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'm amazed. I didn't know they had actually gotten them to dealers yet. I thought they were so backed up they were going to be like next year.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. I'm assuming you brought it to Monroe when you picked your
I
car.
did.
Yeah. That kind of pissed me off.
Picked up my golf clubs. You were too busy with the plumber.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was too busy with me. I wasn't doing shit.
All right, here you go. So everybody should be updated there. I know this map's kind of it's not the best to see, but I'll try to explain it here. As I mentioned, this is kind of it's elevated on the sides that comes down into like almost like a ravine where the water's flowing. When the rain gets heavy like this, a lot of people tend to stay inside. They go up into their houses and their shops that's built up more on the elevation. So where y'all are at on this main city strip here is this is the lower ground here. You know, all this down here is the floor.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that lead up to another level. There's like a ladder over here. You'll see some little ladders kind of spread out on this map. Like there's one down here just below you. There's places, it's kind of all almost like you've seen in the movies like Rio de Janeiro where, you know, there's the houses built on top of each other that's kind of all leveled up and stuff like that. It's a bunch of shacks just kind of built on top of each other.
Favela.
It's kind of what's that?
What do they call the favela?
Favela.
Yeah.
Favela? Whatever.
Yeah, so that's kind of what you see a lot of this is. So there's the ground level that you're on the street level. Ladders go up to another level. And then there's even a third level up there where you'll notice some ladders that lead up even to more top places. You do notice these bridges that span across the top. There's multiple bridges that span across this kind of this place. And as y'all make your way through the gates into Mallers Street, you notice it's pretty empty of people. Like I said, in the heavy rain like this, the humidity, a lot of them stay kind of more inside because it can get a little dangerous with the water flowing through the city. As you're sort of walking down the street there, you do hear a commotion on top of one of the bridges. As you look up, you see a tabaxi on one of the bridges here in front of you, up above you. And as your eyes make out the tabaxi, you hear sort of a commotion, you know, almost like a scream for help. Definitely something happening there. And as you look up, you see the tabaxi kind of on the bridge. Suddenly, what else comes into view is what appears to be almost like some sort of flying creature. This is what is known as a petrifolk. It kind of looks almost like a mix between a humanoid pterodactyl, almost is the best way I could describe it. And this tabaxi is being attacked by two of them on the bridge.
How tall is that bridge?
It's about 30 feet above you.
Nice.
What's the CR rating on this?
The book does not give you specific details about a stat block, but it can inform you about special features and things like that about the creature.
Because it might be a third one on this.
Does Teddy pull out the book? I think Cal should have the book.
And I guess we all heard the screaming and yelling.
Yeah, the commotion got your attention. You looked up, and if you can imagine, you're on the ground looking up at a bridge. You kind of see a tabaxi hit the bridge, and it's kind of laying down. You can make out the face, the head, that this is a tabaxi who's in trouble. And then from your vantage point of kind of being underneath the bridge at an angle, suddenly you see a head rise up that you recognize as the head of a petrifolk, and another one kind of comes into your field of view, and they're clearly on the bridge.
I mean, I guess if this guy's in trouble, Dieter's going to take off running.
Give me a second. Yeah, go ahead.
So don't move your token yet, but so you're taking off running. What's everybody else doing?
If I see Dieter run, I'm gonna run with him and say, we need to get him off that bridge.
Fucking shit.
We can't fight on a bridge.
I mean, I can.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll follow. I'll follow absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running that way. I'll say
Everybody's
that.
moving?
Yep.
All right, then everybody roll initiative.
Now we're talking. Oh. Ludwig Dieter is not going fist.
Oh, Ted's not going either. Probably good.
Oh, I wish it was that. Nope. And for those of y'all who don't know, the inspiration for Dieter was definitely Army of the Dead. Did y'all see that one on Netflix?
Yeah,
Did you watch Army of Thieves too? It's out already.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's good. That's where the first name came from. You learn his first name in that one. So spoiler alert: his name is Ludwig Dieter.
Hey, we're gonna have to get you a sharper potato to draw your maps with.
I said, yeah, it wasn't the easiest one to read, but it was the best representation I could find about Lawrence Throat.
Oh, I know. It's great.
There were not good ones. I will say that. All right, up first is the tabaxi that you see on the bridge.
Trum last.
Oh, crap. We'll go first. And first thing he's going to do is you see he's struggling with the tube, but he's going to make his way, get to his feet, and he's going to begin to move, trying to get off this bridge, and he can get to about there. That will be his turn, and with that, it'll be Estava's turn. Hey, what's your passive?
My passive is...
Yeah, 15, right?
I believe that's correct. No, passive is 13.
13? All right, go ahead and do what you want to do.
Let's see. I can get
Hey,
to.
Graham. Oh, sorry. Graham, do we need to make tokens for your little guys?
Right now, if you'll just throw through tokens out there, I'll make some and send them to you.
Okay.
I can get 60 feet with a dash, which is what I'll do to that ladder.
Okay.
Unless I see that guy. Oh, that's his guy. I'm gonna dash to the ladder here, and maybe get like one rung up or something. I don't know.
Gotta get the monster manual out.
Yeah, I'll say you'll climb up the first ladder. As you climb up the first ladder, you reach that second little plateau there. A shadow sort of catches your attention, and you look up, and it's very overcast. Like I said, we're in a kind of a heavy rain here, so it's very dark, very cloudy. But as you look up, you see another petrofolk that is up in the air, flying above you. Seems to be heading down towards you.
Awesome.
So you'll see this, this petrofolk is actually about 50 feet above you.
Awesome.
Hey, Krim, I'm not going to necessarily be able to give you control of these two tokens. If you just tell me where you want them for this moment, we'll get all that straightened out at another time.
Yeah, no sweat.
That it will be the petrofolk's turn over here on the bridge. He's going to take off the ground, begin to fly and make his way to the other side of the Tabaxi and land on the bridge over here. And it's going to make a bite attack against the hunter. And take 2 claw attacks as well. And with that, it is Monty's turn.
All right, I am going to
Run all the way up to the top of the bridge.
I'll run right here and hold my action in case this guy lands. Then I'm going to punch him.
All right, that dude's. So you're on the ground floor right now, like the street level.
Uh-huh.
Yastava is like a good 15, 20 feet above you. He's already climbed the ladders up to the next level, and this dude's like 50 feet in the air above Yastava. So you're good like 70 feet away from that bird up in the air.
Well, I'll still hold firm because that's about all I can do other than just dashing and wasting a whole action.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure I was letting you know what was going on there.
Okay.
And with that, it will be this bird's turn, who's going to swoop down in front of Yastava and make some attacks on Yastava.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the last one hits.
No, that I hadn't rolled this one yet. That was against the
that was
Tabaxi.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's going to take a bite against you.
It's a miss.
And then it's actually got a javelin in its hand, and it's going to strike out at you with the javelin 2 times.
Well, the first one hits. The second one misses.
All right. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
Yeah, be safe.
Okay. What was the damage on that hit?
Oh, it didn't roll the damage. Crap. the heck?
Nine.
All right, so yeah, we'll say it was 9 damage. Real quick, Dieter, I'm going to get you to make a perception check for me. And what's your passive?
No, 11 is my passive.
11 passive.
And I rolled a 7.
A 7? Okay. Then you definitely do not see this coming. From above you, a Petrofolk right next to you who will get a surprise attack on you.
Not good.
And that'll be a bite and 2 javelin attacks.
Miss, and hit with a crit. All right.
I gotta figure out where everybody's
23 points gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, then. Ouch.
Yes, sir.
And with that, it'll be Cal's turn.
Would I have heard this attack behind me? But would I have heard Dieter getting attacked behind me?
You would have heard the scream like a little girl when I
it's a
saw his
very
zombie.
large. It's
Okay.
a very large pterodactyl that just swung down right next to y'all.
Okay.
Classic Dieter scream.
All right. So I'll turn and see that. How close is he to the? I mean, like, let's put it this way: is he within reach of Dieter if Dieter were to swing?
Is he on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came down in a nosedive towards you, like landed on the ground, snapped at you, and swung its javelin spear at you twice. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay. Then,
So I mean, at the last moment, Dieter's fighter instincts kind of very much surprised by this beast flying down on it, but was able to look up, saw it coming to bite at him, sidestepped the bite. It landed on the ground, jabbed out real fast, moved, but the second swipe kind of got him off balance because he wasn't necessarily expecting a giant bird to come land by him.
Okay. Then I am going to look at my. Well, first, I will turn and attack the thing that this abomination that just attacked Dieter. I will throw my spear. I got some pieces of paper here. All right. 17 to 17 hit.
17 will hit.
All right. Then 5 plus 4, 9 points of piercing damage. And I am then, so he'll take 9 points of piercing, and then I am going to take a bonus action and command my steel defender to go to the side of Dieter.
Okay.
And
Genghis Khan.
he shares initiative movement. He shares initiative with me and takes his turn right after me.
Yep.
So he can do that on his own. The movement he does on his own, but the bonus action is commanding him to actually attack.
Gotcha.
This creature. And his attack is, let's see. Spell attack is, let's see, spell attack is plus 5, 19, 24. I assume that hits.
Yep.
And then his damage is 1d8 plus 2. 6 plus 2, so 8. He will take an additional 8 points of, not that it matters, looks like force damage. So
every type of damage matters.
Okay, so it's force damage, so that'll be a total of 17 points of damage. All right.
So you throw the spear, it's a very large bird. I mean, you rip right in through, kind of its wing pierces through there, and then your newly created mechanical defender comes up and does that rend force or whatever it is, the force empowered rend, and just kind of rips open a good wound on its body, on its torso, and it's definitely did some damage to this thing on your first attack here. Did quite a bit of damage there.
And whichever one of those tokens is going to be the steel defender, will you put it?
Yeah, I'll just move this one down. Is that where you want it?
Yeah. I need it next to Dieter.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, and then I'm going to take a free action, just simply to verbally speak at my homunculus servant and send him this direction, up there to Ustava. And he has
How far can it move?
He's got a flight of 40 feet.
It's here.
Yep.
So it'll get up here.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. With that, it is Dieter's turn.
Well, yeah, Dieter's hurt. He'll look and nod at the panther creature, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that counts as an ally. And I'm going to swing around behind this thing without leaving its melee and take an attack with advantage, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
And roll terrible.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a +5 for 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
All right. For my bonus action, I'm going to close my eyes for a second. And oh, come on. My screen's messing up. I'm going to summon my Echo 15 feet away from me, which should be about here, I assume. And then I will tell him or he'll run another 15 feet away, ending his turn 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
So somewhere in that area.
All right. And with that, it is this Petrofolk's turn. He's going to come up next to the Tabaxi that's trying to flee, make its attacks.
Whew. Who's the blue guy down south?
I echo.
Who's that?
Daggone.
It's Alexa. It's Alexa.
Oh, I got you.
His Echo. Echo. Alexa.
Echo.
And with that, it'll be Ted's turn.
Oh, should be fun. Bonus action, giant eagle.
There
He
we
turned
go.
into a giant eagle?
Wait, you can't fly at level 3, can you?
Oh, no, I
You
can't.
can fly.
No.
Nothing with a flying speed at that level.
100% true. Dire wolf.
I was like, wait, hold on.
I think it's level 6 or 7 you can fly.
6.
Yeah, but I was like,
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Dire wolf. I don't know if we have.
dire wolf.
I don't know if we have stats for that, but I can.
Let me see here.
I
thought
got
I
it.
did.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. How do I not have a dire wolf in here?
You will after tonight.
Your compendium should have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had so many freaking creatures in here. I
know,
thought
right?
I would have it.
Speed is 50 feet. So show me where I can go up these stairs.
Yeah, give me one second. I was just going to give you control of this real
Looks like
quick.
there's a ladder here. There's a ladder here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over there by Gustava with my direwolf. That's gonna be at least 50 feet. Okay, I'll be right behind him. And that will be my movement and bonus action. I can't use an action right now. So
I'm already on the level. You can go around me if you need. I don't know if you
yeah,
have to move.
I mean, it's 50 feet, 55 feet. So that's what it was. A giant eagle is 80. I was going to drop you on the other side.
Give me 1 second here.
No, you're good. I know it's completely jacked up. I should have got with you before this, but
I thought I had done this in preparation for this because you had sent me a couple. You know, we had talked about a couple that you could do.
yeah. No, I've completely flaked on the whole I can't fly yet.
All right, you should have control of the direwolf now,
All right.
and it is a large creature as
I was
well.
gonna say, I think it's a big creature.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move Ted back over here, just out of the way, and say you're up there.
Yep.
Peter looks up almost dead and just is very proud that there's a giant wolf fighting for us now.
I can, I used my bonus action already to do this. So.
All right, with that, it'll be this Tabaxi's turn. And the Tabaxi is going to run and jump off the bridge onto this house. I'm not going to. And it'll make it safe to not get damaged by the fall. And jump down and use its action to dash away. Looking very wounded, very bloody, cuts, scrapes, bite marks all over it, very bloody, but running towards the group that seems to be fighting and other people showing up. And with that, it'll be Estava's turn.
I'll go ahead and rage.
Okay.
And I will make a reckless attack against the guy in front of me. $25 to hit.
That will hit. Oh, and that's a crit.
Yeah, so it's 20 points of damage.
You get another attack?
I wish. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But since I'm raging, this guy will have disadvantage on attacks.
Yes.
He'll be surrounded by the ancestral guardians, so disadvantage on attacks against anybody but me.
Gotcha.
So I'll use my movement to get around him. And can I get like here? Or can I just climb up this wall here?
I don't see a wall.
It'll be half movement to climb up the wall because it's standing a little bit taller than you are.
Yeah, well, did I see that tabaxi jump off? I don't know if I
Yes, you did.
Okay. Then
Yeah, I'd say you did. It was pretty dramatic jump off the bridge.
All right. Well, I don't want to circle this guy. I want to just move over here and kind of hold our ground.
I would say when you go into the rage, with all your strength, you swing with this axe. I mean, you catch this giant bird in front of you, clear across the torso and open it up, and it does not. I mean, you almost took it out in one fell swoop. It definitely is wounded. It gives out at this high-pitched screech in pain and agony as it kind of slumps down again, and it's hanging towards the ground, kind of wounded, catching its breath from that blow.
Okay.
And with that, it'll be this bird's turn up here. It's going to use, let's see. This bird's going to take flight and swoop down towards the tabaxi, not making it all the way, but still about 10 feet above the ground, hovering there. That'll be his turn. Actually, no, he's going to throw his javelin at the tabaxi and will miss. And with that, it'll be Monty's turn.
Okay. Can I get here and kind of flank him? Is this walkable terrain?
How much movement do you have? I know you have a lot.
It was 45 from.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Because I would say any movement you expend to climb that rock surface, you got plenty of movement left to get there.
I'm gonna whip out my quarterstaff and try to hit him. The 14 hit.
A 14 will hit.
For 7 points of damage.
So you hop up. I mean, it's leaned over, catching its breath, clearly wounded from the axe swing. You hop up, pull out the quarterstaff, and come right down on top of the back of its head with all your might. And with that blow, it hits the ground full flat against the ground and does not seem to be moving.
Then I'm going to leave it. Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. And then, so that was 5, 10, 15, and then half of that. So I have about 10 feet of movement left. I'll move back down here and start heading towards the tabaxi.
All right.
What is all this? Is this water?
Yeah. It's a flooded street.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily drawing stream, but there's a lot of water running through this ravine here.
We're in Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, it's Cal's turn.
All right. I am going to throw my spear at this guy that's still standing toe-to-toe with Dieter. 16 plus 6, 22.
What?
22 hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
And it is a 1d6 plus 4. All right. 3 plus 4 to do 7 points of piercing damage from my spear, and it will return to me.
On your first throw, you caught it just left of its torso, piercing through its thick, heavy wing. But on this throw, kind of realigned and caught it right where you hit it the first time through the wing where it pierced. The next time you catch it right on the side of its torso, it pierces in. You believe it to be eventually, if left alone, would be a fatal blow by itself. It's still breathing and standing, but you believe that the blow you dealt has significantly and perhaps fatally damaged this bird. Though it's still standing at the moment, you've definitely hit some vital organs with that throw.
That's conveniently vague from the DM, so I'm going to I'm going to take my bonus action and command my steel defender to attack.
Okay.
His is 8 plus so many stat blocks. I got 3 stat blocks. 8 plus what am I adding to this? Spell attack. 8 plus 5 is 13. I don't think that does that hit? 13 hit?
13 will hit.
Oh. All right. It is a force power wound is 1d8 plus 2.
Plus, you said plus 2?
Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Oh. Okay.
The plus 2 is enough to kill it.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. And
with that, your steel defender will finish off the blow that you struck to it as it falls lifeless to the ground.
okay. And he is able to, on his own, take his movement. And he has got 40 feet of movement. So if you will move him toward this thing, I've got to put it on the. Let's see here.
This way.
Yeah, that thing.
So he'll make it to about there.
All right. And then for my just free action of talking, I'm going to, in my voice, command my homunculus servant to hover over. Let's see. I don't think the bear is going to need any help.
It's a direwolf.
Yeah. Oh, direwolf. I'm gonna have him come. I'm gonna command him to hover over the shoulder, or I say above Estavo. So he's got 40 feet of movement too. So I don't know if he can probably make it to him.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right.
With that, it is Dietrich's turn.
Dietrich's going to take his bonus action to roll a second wind because 75% of his hit points disappeared on his first turn.
I think he's the only person to get hit.
Yeah, for 75% of my hit points.
Yeah.
I got hit earlier.
So you're
Oh,
generally.
you guys.
Yeah.
So I get 12 hit points back. Yay. Bonus action done. Movement. You're going to see Dieter and his Echo both kind of move in lockstep towards the Tabaxi.
All right.
And kind of Dieter's going to end up right where his shadow was, his Echo was. And then for my action, I will take my bow and shoot at the that guy.
Okay.
Rolling like shit. 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Hey, all right. A D8. Thank you. 5 points of damage.
All right. As you and your Echo run up and you draw your bow, firing through, it didn't clip it in kind of a way as it rises up. It's because this one's still flying in the air. It's still 10 feet above the ground here, hovering, coming down towards the Tabaxi, and you do catch its wing as it begins to flap down, catch it through, and it pierces through the wing. And with that, it'll be this other Petroflux turn that's still on the bridge. Seeing a large beast appear on the battlefield in front of it and being the closest threat to it, its attention will divert from the Tabaxi, and it will begin to fly towards the beast here, and will make an attack on the direwolf.
Yep.
It will try to bite and claw you.
All right. It probably did. No on the claws, and then
The bite was a 23. I think that one will probably hit.
yeah, the bite hit for sure. 2 claws. Let's see.
Sure, I see 14,
Yeah,
so the 2 claws
14.
miss.
Yeah, 2 claws
Yeah.
miss. So
So 9 points of piercing on the bite.
Yep.
And I will need you to roll a wisdom save as well.
All right.
D20 plus 1.
Oh. No.
Oh. This Petrofolk has, for a turn, instilled a little bit of fear in you. So you're actually frightened of this particular bird for 1 round on your next turn.
That's fine. I wouldn't fuck with him anyway.
With that, it is your
Yeah, so I'm running away from him.
from that one, yeah.
I'm not afraid of him. I mean, I'm afraid of him. I just can't do.
Yeah, I forgot what frightened status does.
No, I just can't move any closer to him.
I
Okay.
think you have disadvantage on attacks.
Against him, though, right?
Against him, I believe.
Yeah, against him.
Let's see. Make sure I took my -9. Yeah. Seems like I can't move that icon.
The direwolf?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I can move Ted. I can't move the direwolf.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Try it now.
Yep. He'll move down here.
Okay.
You can, I guess, have opportunity of attack. Well, I
He
think.
doesn't have it.
Yeah, he didn't have it, does he? No. So I'll take an attack. Direwolf. And this is pack tactics, so
Are you attacking this dude?
yeah. Well, hang on. The green haired dude.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Tabaxi. He's on our team.
Yeah, we're saving him.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, unless you want to eat him. I mean, you can do whatever you want, man.
You're a direwolf. You can go for it.
Can I attack these flying people? I don't understand if I can.
Yeah, so this one's dead.
I know that.
This is the one that just bit you. This one's about 10 feet off the ground, but you're big enough you can definitely reach this one.
Okay. Well,
because you're a very large wolf. You know, you're a large size creature. You can reach it.
No, if he attack me, I'm gonna attack him. It's just the way that goes.
But you do have disadvantage on the roll against him this turn.
I know. But I'm trying to soak up some hit points here.
Gotcha.
What is this? Actions, bite, +5. Okay.
Yes. Here, do you have control of the character sheet?
I know.
You should have control of it. Is it in your journal? It should be in your journal at the very top.
I pulled it out of the compendium. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you should be able to click on that dire wolf and be able to roll straight from the sheet there.
Okay, let me find it real fast.
It'll be at the top of your journal.
Yeah. Party, brown bear. I don't see it.
You not see it?
Yeah. No, it's way up top. Yeah.
Yeah, so say it's at the very, very top.
Yeah. So.
Or that'll hit.
18.
Oh, and I didn't change it to.
No, it's all good.
Roll damage.
Let's see. We'll roll attack. 7.
It'll
DC 17.
It'll auto roll now.
Okay, DC 17. DC 13 for prone.
That's huge because you can knock them out of the air.
If I can reach them. It's a strength.
Strength save.
Yep.
If he fails that, he falls to the ground. Oh.
He made it. It's fine. We're just sucking up hit points from everybody else right now.
Well, that's what Dieter did.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I get one attack for the direwolf.
All right. With that, this Tabaxi is going to continue to run away. Seeing friends come that are fighting, it's going to continue to run away. And as he passes, Dieter is going to kind of give a thank you as he passes. And he can get to about there. And with that, it is Yastava's turn.
This guy in front of me is dead. I see the wolf is biting the guy right there. So I'm going to run directly towards these guys. And my intent is to run and step on either one of these guys and jump and make an attack against this guy here.
Against this guy?
Yep.
All right, hold on.
Yep. Because your elevation is
Okay.
I can swing 15 feet and I can move.
Yeah. No, you're good. We can do this. Here's how we're gonna do it though, because you're jumping from one higher level to another. D6 inspiration die for the.
I'm gonna reckless raging.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are.
For the sheer moment, you got a D6 inspiration die for this. So here's what we're gonna have you do. I'm gonna need you're gonna roll an athletics check. See how athletic you can be in jumping off towards this thing and swinging. Then you'll make an attack roll, and then you'll make a dex save on landing the deal.
All right, so it's a 7 on athletics.
Ooh, not very athletic.
But can I use my inspiration dice on that?
Yep, you got a D6. There you go. There, you're good.
All right. So my attack roll will be raging, reckless for 20.
That will hit.
nice. Definitely good.
For 11 points of slashing damage.
Yes. And then dex save on landing on the ground without falling prone and taking damage.
A dex save. Oh.
8. Oh.
Oh, they look cool right to the end.
What is it? What is it? D4 per so many feet?
I already touched him. So he
With
has
guidance?
Yeah, he has a D4.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, and it only lasts like a minute.
Yeah, it only
I
lasts.
thought it was like an hour.
Mm-mm.
No,
it's a
guidance
minute.
is like a minute.
Yeah, well, it's gone then.
My intent was to land like over here, but I can
Okay,
land
there? Okay.
wherever.
Yeah,
Since I failed all my saves. You can land me wherever you feel like you need.
No,
to land.
you passed everything else. It was just a dex save of you didn't land nimbly on your feet.
No, so it's
I'd say so. So you jumped on the back of Ted in its dire wolf form and just leaped off. And as you come, the bird not expecting it, you come right down the side and cleave right through the side. But as the axe connects and kind of hits those ribs, it does throw you just a little bit off balance. So as you were intending to land on your feet, you're kind of now tilted a little bit and can't really catch yourself all the way. I forgot how many D4 it is per feet or whatever, but we'll say 2D4.
per 10 feet.
It's what?
I think it's a D6 every 10 feet.
Oh, I thought it was D4. Okay, D6. We'll say 2D6, and you're prone.
So
So do I take half because I'm raging?
Yeah.
maybe like 5 points of damage.
So we'll say 3.
3.
3 points of damage, and you're prone.
I'll take it.
But badass move. I like it. And it's now his turn.
He's at disadvantage on any attacks as well. Ancestral Guardians.
That aren't against you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, well, he's pissed off that you just did that, so he's about to turn around and swing down. He's going to land next to you. Definitely caught his attention with that, and he's going to take a bite and 2 claw attacks against you.
They both miss. The claws hit.
The second claw.
The
hits.
last one?
The last one hits.
Yeah. So the last one hits. He's wounded, not swinging great, kind of pissed off, and lands, but you manage to avoid the bite and claws, but he catches you with that last one
So 2 points.
for 2 points of slashing.
That's crazy.
And Chris is asleep.
Yeah, Chris is definitely asleep.
Yeah, he is. Well, that's how Monty died then, huh?
Chris, wake up! No. I don't wake everybody up in my house either. Let's call him. See what
We'll
he
just
does.
pretend that Monty charges somebody and hits him.
No, I mean,
So-
he's going
I'm
to
going
wake
to say Monty runs over to the tabaxi to help him out. We'll
Fair
say him over there, and with that, we'll go to the
He's going to
that
wake
picture full is dead.
He's going to wake up at some point anyway. He's not sleeping there.
And with that, it's Cal's turn.
There it is.
Oh, never mind. All right.
I'm
I'll
dying.
back him up.
I died.
I died. Yeah, roll your next character.
Yeah. I'm gonna run here and punch this guy.
Okay.
On the other
Hey, that's
side.
what I said you would do.
I was just gonna leave him asleep and log off.
Yeah, let the man rest.
Oh, that would have been funny. We just all logged.
I just want to see if he would hear his phone. Honestly.
It was on silent.
Yeah, that'll miss.
13 hit.
That'll miss.
Then I'll.
Oh, no, 13 will hit. Yeah, you're flanking. That'll hit.
Wait, we're just gonna kill this guy, and we're done.
9 points of damage.
All right. Catch him solidly.
Yeah.
With that, it'll be Cal's turn. Unless you want to do something else.
I'll burn a key point and hit him again.
Okay. That'll hit.
16 and 24.
Ooh,
Nice. Both of those will hit.
Jeez.
See,
For 12 points.
And in a flurry of blows, you end this creature.
it was worth waking the monk up.
Yeah. That's the first time I've fallen asleep like that in a long time.
we let you sleep for a minute.
Did
yeah,
you?
I could tell. I was like, he's tired, man. Let that dude sleep.
He got in that chair.
Yeah. I sat in that chair. I sat in that room. I wouldn't be awake either.
And with that, it's Cal's turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will cast Frostbite on this thing. Let's make it so Ustava. So he's got to make a con save of 13 or better.
All right, he failed that.
All right, so he'll take 1d6 of cold. 4 point. He'll take 4 points of damage, and he'll have disadvantage on his next attack roll. And go ahead.
No, yeah, you're good.
All right, so 6 points of damage, and then he'll have disadvantage. And then my defender, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he can move up next to. I want to. Oh, let's see. Where was he at?
He was over here, I believe.
Yeah, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. I want to put him on this side
Okay, that's it.
to flank. And as my bonus action, I would give him the command to attack. So, let's see here. 17 plus 5, 22. That'll hit.
Yep.
And D8. Where the hell is my D8? Okay. 6 plus 2, so 8 points of force damage.
And with that, this one goes down as well.
Nicely done.
And you are out of combat.
Okay.
I guess we'll turn to the Tabaxi guy and say, wait, don't run away.
Yeah. I totally didn't see him being on our team. Missed that completely.
All right, there we go. Yeah, so Tabaxi will turn out and he will, as you see him wounded, bleeding in different places, definitely got worked up pretty well by those Petrofolk. He's just going to turn and thank you profusely. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your help. Thank you for saving me. I don't know if I would have made it without your assistance.
I'm going to let y'all have the conversation. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Hey, only important thing here, this is Screaming Wind from Emerald Enclave, and that's it.
Yeah.
We'll end it after this.
Oh, we just saved our contact that we were looking for? Nice.
Yeah, it's funny how that works out, man.
I'm glad we saved him.
He's a druid?
Yes.
Yeah. Where you at, son? I didn't say that, but
Yeah, if he had not been saved, don't worry, there would have been another Screaming Wind show up somewhere.
Well, at least now we got to end with him.
yeah. cool.
I lost Trevor. Do y'all have Trevor?
No, he just texted. He lost internet.
No, it's fine. It'll be all right. I think we're done anyway. For tonight.
Yeah, I guess we can be.
No, it's 11. I mean,
Yeah,
12, 17. Is that
Yeah,
right?
this is a good. I mean, I was just going to do this introduction of this is Screaming Wind, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
this
yeah.
is a good place to wrap it.
Yeah. If there's an intro for it, that's fine. That'll work.
I would say so. As y'all, I'm just going to move the whole party back over here. And we've all gathered around Screaming Wind to talk about what's going on. So the whole party is round up. As y'all do make y'all's way over there, he's wounded. Like I said, he's catching his breath. Are you still a dire wolf for this?
Oh yeah. I can
Okay.
telepathically talk to him at any point. So
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna just stay dire wolf so I don't waste that. Because I didn't attack anybody.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, attack. I did one attack. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
But so all right, so that I think we'll end it here. He introduced himself as Screaming Wind, and thanks you for coming. This will be a good place to pick up, I think, next time where we can begin the next adventure here of what he's gonna ask y'all to do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, y'all got 4 Petrifolk tonight.
We got.
There's 800 XP there.
So we're level 6.
No.
Not yet.
800
Yeah.
divided by 5.
Divided by 5.
I should get extra because out of the 24 possible dice that you rolled against me, you got 21 of those hit points off of me.
That's why I laughed. I go, I hit you once
Yeah.
for like 22 points, and then I hit Trevor for 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
J-Man,
That's what rage does. Rage is the only thing I got.
can I assume I do good berries every night?
You
I'm
didn't
gonna
say
need you
it.
to say it. I'm gonna need you to say it and use the spell slot for it.
I wasn't gonna let you do it either because you didn't say it.
No. I'm not saying I need to take it for the last long rest, but I mean I'll say it. It'll be a sticky note on the monitor.
Every long rest.
Yeah, we're gonna need it spoken.
Okay, fair enough.
That's all right. That's what hit dice are for.
Well, I know, but I mean,
Yeah, this is where it gets fun when there's multiple encounters like this and you don't get a chance for a long rest in between.
So
Yeah. Like I've already burnt my second win.
I know.
So we're taking a long rest.
No.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go back to the hotel for the rest of the day.
we could.
Yeah, so this is a good place to leave it though. Y'all are in Malar's throat. Y'all met Screaming Wind. We'll pick up here and he'll have the convo about what's going on and where to go and all that stuff.
I'm still good for now.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I can't write it backwards, but good.
So that was our mission, right?
No.
That was it. Yay, all done. Now Screaming Wind gives us each a magic item.
So here it is. That's Goodberry.
Good theory.
And it's going to be stuck until my wife throws it away right here. Then I write it down again.
Okay. So what's everybody's health situation?
Oh,
I'm a wolf.
I healed back up to 2/3 of my 31 hit points.
Okay.
Of right now?
Thankfully, I rolled good on my second win.
Hang on one second.
Brock is still like plus 60 hit points.
37 plus.
Man, leveling up really scales up per level of the XP needed.
Oh yeah.
It scales up a lot.
Yeah.
I'm around 70-ish.
Yeah, this is why Dieter picked up a bow. Y'all can have it for now.
With the potential for a lot more.
Yeah, because you can use spell slots to heal yourself, can't you?
I can use a bonus action to reincarnate myself as another animal.
Yeah. But I think that's a moon druid thing, though. You can
Hey,
heal your animal form.
yeah.
Jared,
Right.
does your little chest crawly deal? Does it talk?
No, it can't talk. It can understand languages, but it can't talk.
And your panther can't talk either?
He can't talk either. He can only listen and take commands from the normal languages.
Gotcha.
What, Genghis Khan or Joan of
Yeah,
Arc?
both of them, Khan and James.
Hey,
So
real quick.
your servant guy can fly, and your panther gets to attack people.
Well, the flying thing can attack as well.
Oh.
That's awesome. It took me a second to figure out, like,
Hey, real quick, I need somebody to roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Well, I'll do it.
We didn't do that at the beginning.
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Hey, J-Mick, real quick. Your email is jmm1022@gmail.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get all that set up for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them and then I'll email them to you.
And I will refresh myself on that because I knew you were doing a homunculus. I did not realize I forgot you went the battlesmith with the defender.
Yeah.
So I was not familiar with that one.
The old defender. We have quite the party.
You'll do. You'll have a very diverse party here.
We have 2 Dieters. We have the summoning druid and the summoning artificer.
Hey guys, next session will be the 10th D100 roll.
10th.
Is
That's what I'm saying.
that where all 600 and something creatures that we've summoned all appear in town?
Not every D100 rolls for the same thing. I'll just say that.
I don't want to know. I think it's awesome.
Not every D100 roll is for the same. You're not rolling for the same thing every time.
So don't tell us. Just let it happen.
But the next one's the 10th one.
Why don't we just go ahead and roll 2 tonight? And be done?
Nah.
Nah.
It's part of the deal every time.
Nah, I got you.
I'm just waiting for the day that y'all roll a 1 though.
Oh, well.
Just waiting for the day somebody rolls a 1
That's
on the
not gonna happen.
D100.
It's 1 in 100 chance.
I get to roll luck, so let me roll. Because,
I don't think you get to apply. No.
hang on 1 second. I mean, not as a wolf, but I have a racial trait that is
Yeah, lucky.
lucky.
But that's on a D20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
It's a D100. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D100, and
Not
it's
even
not for an
possible.
attack ability. It's
Yeah.
not having to do with you specifically.
I understand.
No.
It's about things happening around you.
What about 100? Did we get like gold dropped on us or something? Like magic items fall from the sky?
I don't know if we want that either. We'll get
We're
hell
walking along and we hear a thud and we dig down and there's a treasure chest. It's full of like 100,000 gold.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's definitely on the list.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
100,000 gold.
you're right. These are such good things.
I bet. Yeah, sounds like good things.
All right. Well, we're in Mallory's throat with Screaming Eagle.
He's going to tell us about some disappearances or something.
Yep, there are people here who have been disappearing. There's plant life that is turning, so to speak. It seems almost decaying, dying, infected, almost is the way they would describe it.
Plants.
There is a small sort of I wouldn't even call it a police force or anything. It's like the People's Brigade that, they're kind of the militia of Malar's Throat, since they don't fall under the official protection of the city proper. All the town guards, city guards don't really come down here to Malar's Throat. They've kind of got their own group called the People's Brigade. Screaming Wind will tell you there was a rescue party or a search party that was exploring the particular area where people have gone missing, just on the outskirts of Malar's Throat, kind of on the edge of town where it touches the jungle. There's a particular place where people have gone missing over the past week. They've lost 3 or 4 people have gone missing over there. And so a couple of days ago, they did get a search party together from the People's Brigade to go investigate that area. It has been 2 days and they have not heard back from that search party. That search party is also missing, and they're talking about getting a rescue party to go search for them.
Well, when he mentions People's Brigade and protecting this area, I'll just mention that I guess flying death birds that try to poke your eyes out don't fall under their purview.
He says
I didn't see any of them.
Just us.
Yeah, it's very unusual that the Petrofolk come this far in Malar's Throat. They normally don't come in here. Everybody's sort of run inside for the rain. We typically lock up in this area when it rains like this. I was just walking across the bridge heading to shelter myself when they kind of came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, you need to stamp those bridges.
The bridge is the way to my house. I mean, I cross them all the time. They're pretty common walkways here throughout this area.
Very dangerous.
Well, here we'll walk up there here in a minute because we need to cross it to get to the area, anyways.
Nope.
But I'll lead you the way and show you where these people have gone missing. Says I do appreciate the help. Thank you for saving me. I can't thank you enough. Who are you, though? You don't seem like you're from around here. I haven't seen you before or met any of you before.
I'll just point at Cav and I was like, he's the only one from here.
Just go ahead and post it.
Greetings, sir. My name is Cal1047. We are from Northern Faerun, and I have a long story to tell.
As Karen goes into his normal introduction, going on and on, the tabaxi is looking at him very curious, like. And as Cav goes into his long introduction,
I'm just waiting for Gustavo to slap me in the back of the head again.
No, I don't want to talk to him, so I'm just going to let you go.
The tabaxi, as you ramble on, he kind of kneels down, not interrupting. You're still going on. And he takes his finger and he sort of starts drawing in the mud. Don't know. He just kind of, as he's just listening, he's just got his finger. He's just sort of drawing in the mud on the ground as you go through the full explanation.
That's hilarious.
When you finish, he stands up, kind of addresses you again, and says, "I wonder what life's maze you have journeyed through to arrive here. Such a strange creature here, and such a strange story."
You said it, brother.
Yep.
He will ask, so what does bring y'all here to Malar's Throat, or to Cholt itself? Other than, and he kind of points at Yastava, other than this one, I mean, you all seem very foreign to this land.
Oh, If
They're all very
I'm foreign to every land, man.
I turned to Stava and said, "Are you from here?"
still trying to determine that, but it would appear that I'm.
Do you not remember?
Not quite. I was maybe here a long time ago. I'm still trying to find my people.
Well, I can't even talk.
And I forgot Ted is still a dire wolf.
Yeah.
We will address that and be like, and traveling with a dire wolf, that's a unusual thing in itself as well. We don't really see dire wolves here in this land. Very unusual.
I'll talk to him and say, yeah, I'm a dire wolf. I'm just kind of hanging on this spell slot.
So you're just hanging on to the spell slot. As your voice sounds in his head, you notice a look of shock on his face. So he looks at you and he goes, "Bill, is that you?"
Bill? No. It's Ted. Hang on. Shit.